A shocking undercover video was released today showing that the abortion company called Planned Parenthood sells the body parts of the babies it aborts to corporate buyers. Here's a clip of Planned Parenthood Federation of America's Senior Director of Medical Services, Dr. Deborah Nicotola, talking to an undercover reporter posing as a buyer for baby parts. They're talking about buying and selling human brains, livers, hearts, limbs of human beings while sipping wine and stuffing their faces with lunch. Take a look.
A lot of people want intact parts these days because they're looking for specific nodes, AV nodes, SA. I was like, wow, I didn't even know. Good for them. Yesterday was the first time she said people wanted lungs. And then, like I said, always as many intact livers as possible. People just want
livers.
People want lower extremities too, which that's simple. I mean, that's easy. I don't know what they're doing with it. I guess they want muscle.
Yeah, a dime a dozen.
They're talking about taking mothers, aborting their babies, and then secretly selling the body parts for profit. While they're swilling wine and eating lunch, it's as casual as the banal evil of the Nazis. I'm sorry, I have to make that comparison. Taking all the good and evil out of it, just making this into a business project. This is Planned Parenthood. It is a business model for them. They sell the parts of little babies for profit after they abort the babies. Here's some more video.
I'm the medical director for the national office for all of the affiliates.
So I say, okay, what are you looking to supply today? We've been very good at getting parts, long liver.
You can see the whole video at babybodyparts.com. It's shocking. Here's some more video as they negotiate the price per baby part.
Would that monetary?
Yes.
So that it doesn't raise any question of this is what it's about. This is the main. What price range would you?
You know, I'm going to throw a number out. I would say it's probably anywhere from $30 to $100, depending on the facility and what's involved.
The $30 to $100 price, that's per specimen that we're talking about, right? Yeah.
Yes.
You know, Planned Parenthood actually does their abortions differently depending on what part of the baby they're trying to harvest. Let me play a whole minute of that for you. Take a look.
How much of a difference can that actually make if you know what's expected or what we need versus?
It makes a huge difference. I'd say a lot of people want liver, and for that reason, most providers will do this case under ultrasound guidance, so they'll know where they're putting their forceps. Then a rate-limiting step of the procedure is calvarium. Calvarium, the head is basically the biggest part. Most of the other stuff can come out intact.
Right.
It's very rare to have a patient that doesn't have enough dilation to evacuate all the other
To bring the body cavity out intact and all that.
So then you're just kind of cognizant of where you put your crossbars. You try to intentionally go above and below the thorax so that, we've been very good at getting parts, long liver, because we know that, so I'm not going to crush that part. I'm going to basically crush below, I'm going to crush above, and I'm going to see if I get it all intact.
I'm sorry, that just makes me want to throw up. She's having lunch, talking with her mouth full, drinking wine, while talking about doing abortions differently, crushing different parts of the baby in order to preserve the parts that she wants to sell. This doctor, the senior director for the whole Planned Parenthood, said she personally did 8 abortions the day before, and she had a huddle with her business team about what parts they wanted to get and sell. They're making up to $100 per body part, so that's potentially thousands of dollars of cash for getting baby parts out of women and selling them out the back door every day. Take a look.
So I had 8 cases yesterday, and I knew exactly what we needed, and I kind of looked at the list, and I said, all right, this 17-liter has 8 lambs, and this was... So I knew which were the cases that were probably more likely to yield what we needed, and I made my decisions according to that too. So it's worth having a huddle at the beginning of the day, and that's what I do.
Look, this video is so shocking, so gross. I want to show it all to you, but I won't. You can see the whole thing for yourself at babybodyparts.com, the banality of it, the commercialization of it. This is being done through Planned Parenthood. That's the McDonald's of abortion clinics. They're the big franchise, the big multi-billion-dollar company. They have franchises here in Canada too, all across Canada. They often get government money, of course. Do the Planned Parenthoods in Canada sell body parts too? Do you really think the mainstream media is going to ask? I bet you $1 that CBC, CTV and Global and the Globe and Mail and Toronto Star will all ignore this story. Do you doubt it? Let alone dig into Canadian facts about it. Does this surprise you? Why? Do you even know the moral beginnings of Planned Parenthood? Its founder, Margaret Sanger, believed in abortions to control the number of undesirable people, that's what she called them, especially blacks, Aboriginal people, and the poor. She believed in eugenics. She even started something called the Negro Project. That's what it was called. Specially focused on setting up abortion clinics targeting black women and their black babies. Are you surprised by today's news? How different is this grotesque, ghoulish trade than the Chinese communists who kill Falun Gong members and sell their organs on the black market? You know, the abortion debate is sometimes described as a conflict between pro-life and pro-choice. Pro-life is easy enough to understand, but pro-choice? Planned Parenthood isn't pro-choice. They're pro-abortion, they're pro-death, and they make a handsome profit off it. For TheRebel.media, I'm Ezra Levant.